Good morning, everyone. No need to do the full intro this morning. I think we're all here already. We're all up. Good morning.
Yep.
Well, it's
Hey,
11
for
o'clock for you,
for
Dave. It's a
me,
good hour.
for me, it's a good old nice 11 a.m. I'm good.
Not so bad. It is 5 a.m. or earlier for some of us here. So thank you for making it in. I know
Hey,
some of you.
even Eddie woke up for
Yeah,
this.
even Eddie's here. Jean Elias Yamin is looking forward to this one. I feel like this one flew underneath the radar a bit for a lot of people. So you're excited. This is good.
Honestly, no. For like FODMAP showed it to me, and I have FODMAP set up on my home screen, so I see when the matches are. I genuinely just thought nobody cares about this.
I knew it was happening. It was one of those things like, oh yeah, August 2nd. And then yesterday I'm like, tomorrow's August 2nd. I guess that's tomorrow. I guess we're doing this. Let's go. So we'll see how this all works for everyone. Eddie's working, so at least we can give a bit of play-by-play. It's going to be mostly banter and just kind of talking about the state of affairs of the team, I think, more so than an
Yeah,
actual play-by-play.
this game will not give us any base for analysis, so
It'll give us a bit.
yeah.
Bit to look at, just kind of see how things are looking, what shape the guys are in. Now I'm still waiting for Juve to put up their stream. If you are looking for a stream, it's supposed to be straight on Juve's website. Unless you're in Italy, in which case you're probably watching somebody Italian and not me. But if you are, it will be on the zone. But yeah, it's 5 minutes. It's five. So, and here's the deal with these preseason ones, and I'll show you the FOT mob too. It actually just loaded up about a minute ago as we were talking.
Oh yeah, you're right there. They want me to sign up for the website. I think I'll do that quickly.
Yeah, it takes so you do need to sign up for the Juve website.
Yeah.
I'm just reloading and waiting for this thing to actually pop up because it's not popped up. DAZN is probably going to work a little bit better for people if you are in Italy. Regardless, we're here. This is the preseason. The technical guys, like the TV guys, are figuring things out too. Apparently, still, it's fine. We're all here together. We're going to talk about Juve. We're going to have fun. End of note: it is at the Continassa, behind closed doors. Don't expect a stadium atmosphere from this game either this morning. Perfect time for curing a hangover. Oh man.
Yeah, the stream is online for me, so it works.
Really? You might have to. You might have to share the link for me then. All I have is like the build up for it. This is like your Juve website works better than mine. Remember how you got the actual English PDF?
Yeah. But the stream is janky, like it
Yeah,
lags a lot.
it's gonna be janky.
Yeah. Hold up.
Yeah, I get like the DAZN link. I swear to God, Juve, why do you hate me? Is it because I have cookies? I have cookies disabled? Is that why? All right. Well, we can look at least at the starting lineup as we figure this out. It's going to be one of those games where everyone on the bench is probably going to play. No limits on
Oh yeah,
rotation.
everybody will play. Is it even a 90-minute game? Like, do we know that? Because like
Oh yeah, because
sometimes
sometimes they're an hour. I didn't actually say. There was an article. Yeah, it said it didn't say anything. So we're gonna find out live with you guys. We're just gonna have some fun with it. Yeah, get this link in the Discord, baby, Dave. And, and
I
then we can
will.
know.
I'm just logging Discord in on Firefox so I can monitor it from there. Because I use still for everything else Chrome. I use Firefox only for streaming, but I have it logged on now.
The StreamYard's a little janky as well with what you use. Okay, but anyways, Moretti, I'm happy to see Moretti in there with Coop Miners. So they're clearly just messing around with stuff, right? So Di Gregorio and net, Kelly, Bremer, Kalulu in the back three. Along the midfield four of Kostic, Moretti, Coop Miners, and Locatelli as a wingback. And then Gonzalez, Conceição, and Jonathan David up top. This could be bullshit.
Can I
Only a couple minutes away, man. It's all gonna fall apart. Unless somebody in the chat has the link ready to go.
I think it is. It should be available now, but I don't know how I can put Chrome into a full screen, but still have StreamYard open on Firefox.
Oh, do I have something? No, it's the same. It's the same website with an Instagram post that doesn't work and the link to DAZN. Well, just get the link for. Like, you got the link ready, don't you?
Yeah, it's in Discord already. I
Oh, is
just
it?
don't have it like in a beautiful full screen.
Yeah, speaking of which, Discord. Get in
By
there.
the way, how is the Juventus live streaming quality better than the zones? That is crazy.
Oh, I see. You got it actually streaming. Well, it's actually streaming in the Discord. Yeah, it's already a mess. I had a feeling. This was a mess. This is why we got up even earlier than we needed to.
Yeah.
This is brutal, man. Let me see yours. There we go. Okay. So I see Dave's screen. It's going. It's there. It's there for somebody. Let us know in the chat if it's working for you.
If it doesn't work, get into the Discord and we can do it
links
there.
down in the description. We can also.
By the way, I think my opinion is controversial, but I think our away kit is beautiful.
Let's see it. Hold on.
The light blue one.
Which the light blue one we're talking about? Yeah, I don't know. Then I see Visit Detroit. I'm not a fan. We'll see. They tend to grow on me.
Everything is in Discord, guys. You just have to join if you're not already there.
Yeah, we got at least the stream working in there. I wonder what would we get canceled if we put it straight onto YouTube? Is this one copyrighted? I don't know if there's any copyright. This I swear, this Juve website. I'm gonna do it live so everyone knows how messed up I am.
Yeah. If we try and it gets demonetized afterwards, like we won't have any image, right?
Yeah, that's fine. So look, this is you go to the main website. And you'd be like, okay, this is happening now, right? Juventus Reggiana live.
Yep.
Read article.
And I literally like clicked on that, signed up on the website very quickly, or I had already an account because I bought the last season's jersey from the Juve website. So it was quick and easy for me.
I'm gonna try a different browser. This is hilarious. It's
no, honestly, the website, is it for you a mess as well? Because for me it works kinda. And the stream now, like it stopped lagging, image quality is better than the zone, so I'm good, man.
You know, I don't know what to tell you. I can't even tell you because I don't have. Now that being said,
yeah.
Verifications. Oh my god, this is the worst. Yeah, I'm having troubles. I don't even remember my password or anything to do a different browser. Just doing it live, messing up. So this is the one you clicked on, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Live Juventus friendly, blah blah blah. Exactly. That was the one. And there was like a small window written, log in to or register to watch this content. I did that, and then it started streaming like all of a sudden.
All right. Well, we're gonna rely on you for the first little bit until I can get something working here.
Like I said, it's on Discord, so
yeah. Keep that on the side as I try to reset my password
and the game is kicked off.
All right, beautiful. There we go. I got it on a small screen at least. So this is it. The season has just not officially started.
Preseason.
Preseason has started. No, I'm interested to see here if this lineup we saw in Fop Mob
But
started off there quickly.
I'm so happy that Bremer is back, man. I'm so happy.
Yeah, is he actually on the pitch? Like this is
Yeah, he's starting. He's starting.
okay, because that's what I'm interested in. I put up the starting lineup again. I want to see if this is right. This Locatelli.
Right now, it's left side at center back, Lloyd Kelly, centrally, Bremer, right side, Kalulu.
Yeah, and I see Chico out on the right. That makes sense.
Yeah. Chico dropped back a lot on the.
So this is what we're going to be looking at. It's just kind of the philosophy.
But this is kind of the lineup I predicted, right? Like Kalulu or Savona right side at center back, Bremer and Lloyd Kelly on the left. I know you guys didn't want to see Lloyd Kelly, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, and I mean Savona's still recovering from an injury, so we won't see him.
Yep. Nico Gonzalez right wing back. On the left side, I believe it was Kostic, right? Was the
yes?
Yeah. All right.
Let's see the comments. Has anybody else got this going? Yeah, Eddie's working. Oh, he's at work, not the way. Yeah, the website's a complete mess. Got it working, but I clicked randomly for a few minutes. Okay, so you're having troubles. KF says ciao. 3CB's always solid. And this is what I do love about streaming this time of day is we do get a bit of a different crowd. The more European crowd. Some people like KF that I haven't exactly seen on stream because his wife's always got him doing things in the evening, you know? So this is good. He's free right now, and we're happy to have you.
By the way, technically for him, it's an hour, even an hour earlier
10.
than for me.
Yeah.
So
10
yeah,
o'clock.
right now we're in the box. Pass and goalkeeper saved it.
10 o'clock is just second coffee, or for you Englishmen, it's probably like third tea or something. Cyril can't even register to the MyUV thing. And I just went to reset the password and it's not it's not doing that for me. So I'm happy that you're here today, Dave, because I would have been a mess.
No, that thankfully it worked. And I did it on the fly as well. I relied on you, but we worked it out somehow.
Yeah. And then Dash didn't even reply to any of the messages about starting this up this morning. It's just like, yeah, no. He's got to probably leave for work at 7 anyways. So there's a foul. And David, of course, this is going to be...
By the way, which Miretti had the 20 before he left on loan, right?
Yeah, because
Because
Colo
he
has
has
it now.
Yeah, because he has the 21 right now. And I was confused the whole time. Who is that guy with the 21?
20. Took the 21. Interesting.
Yeah.
Does
No,
this
and
mean he's
FODMAP has the lineup wrong so far.
Yeah, okay. So as
So
expected.
the three-man back line is correct. Kostic is right, but they have Locatelli as a right wing back. God knows why. Nico Gonzalez is playing that. Continassa in front of him, and then Locatelli, Koopman as midfield, and Miretti on the left half space where they have Nico Gonzalez right now in the lineup.
Okay.
And yeah, that is what I would suggest for Miretti, like being the
Yeah.
backup to Yildiz on that left side, right? Like
I'm
playing the left
interested.
half 10. He can maybe do that.
Yeah.
Like he
So
doesn't have the dribbling skills of Yildiz to
or the
create some
strength.
room or whatever, but maybe you still get some effects of his passing game.
I don't know. I know that's where he probably does slot in nicely.
Yeah.
But will he?
Yeah,
We
no,
haven't
since we don't play an actual like 10 position, that's closest to where he feels good on the pitch.
Well, that's why we have issues with this formation because it doesn't fit the best
Yeah.
for all of our players, right?
Exactly.
Obviously, some people benefit from this. Stitch would in this situation.
Yeah.
You know, Bremer is more of a back three kind of guy, sure. I mean, a striker's a striker. I don't know, but even then, like Jonathan David, even though he said he's willing, of course he's willing to be the primary striker, but he is more of a secondary striker.
And he dropped pretty deep already in a couple of occasions here. But it didn't create room so far. Kostic spamming crosses.
Yeah. Not a bad luck. Cleared off. So yeah, Kostic, we got a bit of a look at the Club World Cup. Not tons of an eye test just yet for this season. Obviously, we know who he is.
Yeah.
Moretti coming off loan from Genoa as well.
Yeah. No, for Kostic, it depends on Cabale's fit, right? Because then you have Cambiaso and Cabal. Then in that occasion, like if we can get rid of Kostic, I take it. But if Cabal is not fit, I still would keep him. Like he doesn't cost anything on the books. Like he doesn't have a huge, or he doesn't earn a lot.
No, it's a Rugani situation.
Yeah.
Is he worth more to you as a depth piece than the couple million you're going to
in
get?
that case, like if you play a 3-man backline, like that's where he excels, right on as the left wing back. So yeah, he has a use in that case. But if Cabal is fit, I don't see why he needs to be here necessarily. But we're shopping him anyways. It's a question if anybody will take him.
Obviously, everyone's being shopped, right?
Yeah.
Other than the so-called 6.
Yeah.
But even then.
So, is the Discord still working for you guys? Everything fine?
Yeah, we've got a new member in there. So towards the bottom, the very bottom room, it says match/erase streams. And join us in there.
Because it's crazy that this works well. For example, when we do you remember when a couple of times we watched F1 together, and it was really janky in Discord, and I don't know what it was, whether it was the browser I was streaming from, whether it was a Chrome issue or whatever. But this, honestly, it works fine.
It's early. Maybe that's why the servers are loaded up. Weather's nice. People are outside.
Yep. By the way, I'm so calmed down that I didn't have an actual internet issue and that it was only Chrome, because to get shit done here with the internet cables and glass fiber and all of that shit, dude, that takes months until you get that sorted out.
At least you got fiber optics, man.
Yeah.
I'm on a DSL line still. And that was the upgraded internet.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a satellite dish in my house before this. It was bad. It was real bad. And not like Starlink. This was just before Starlink came out and kind of like made satellite internet decent. Actually pretty good. I have used Starlink. It is pretty good.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, does it work for you good? Because you need clear sky and all of that for you. And I was going to ask.
No, it's pretty nifty. We use them at work actually. If we're on the road, we got like a helicopter in the field or something. Yeah, we'll just like kick it out the back of our truck, like put the antenna on the roof or something, set up a little like station, and yeah, we got internet. We can connect with everything we need to. It's really slick. And then like most people get just the basic dish because the upgraded one's pricey, but the upgraded one's got a motor in it, and the app you just like press a button.
Reggiana is countering on our assets so far. Oh my god, they're in our box.
Yeah. Oh, that was bad. I mean, when you got finishing like that. And that's kind of what I expect from Reggiana today. They're gonna it's a Tudor system, more counter-attackable. Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry, I can't give you any commentary on Reggiana. I don't even know if FODMAP has their lineup ready. I don't know any of the players, so I apologize for that.
The lineup for the Reggiana didn't come up until like the actual starting lineup came up. It was just blank. They didn't even have their names on there.
And I honestly can't comment on them, so I apologize for that one already. Oh, they have a Motta in goal. Is that Edoardo Motta? I don't know if related or not, but that's a very Italian name, so.
Of course. There's some decent ball movement in the midfield right now. Bring it from right to left.
Reggiana in Serie B. Yeah.
B, yeah. And they're down south. Oh, and a volley that's saved. A bicycle kick by Chico there. Got a piece of it, but saved. Too direct, but what a chance.
From a Kostic cross that was saved, bounced towards Chico, and tried a bicycle. Is it a bicycle? No, bicycle kick is.
It was a side. Yeah, it was like a.
Yeah.
Not a pure bicycle.
A volley. Sorry, a volley. That's.
Volley's pretty general too. That's anything off the ground, right?
Yeah,
but this was like
but isn't a volley kind of this? Oh, okay.
Like, what would be the technical term there? Oh, another shot from about 30 yards out.
The goalkeeper is a bit unsure, man. That Motakit is.
Well, he's also not used to getting pounded this hard either. I think this early on.
Yep.
And that's a foul offensively on the edge of the box. I love how you have 10 a.m. cupcake time. But you have tea with that, I'm assuming, right? Because you're in England.
I didn't even have breakfast yet. I'm here. I drink my tea. I have a glass of water, and yeah, this is my morning meal. I vacuumed already. I got some shit done. Threw the dishwasher on. And now I'm here watching football, man.
Just an average Saturday, it sounds like.
Yep.
Chico wins that ball back, pressing up the pitch.
Pass on the counter. Come on, David. Swim yourself free on the right.
Lots of
Nice.
space. Just slow it up a little bit. It was a 2-on-4 or 5 there. The defense had him back, but like good solid run by Chico just to steal it and keep that pace going forward. It actually looked, again, we have to remember Reggiana, there is a lot of space, but that energy of Chico going forward was nice to see. And again on the ball. He looks very zippy this morning. And that's a problem too, watching these early games. They're rested right now. Chico looks really good. How does he look on match day 24?
Yep.
So you get excited sometimes on these early matches, and they all look fresh and chipper. McKennie,
I honestly just hope that Continassa is able to make that position his own, because I don't know if that's his actual style playing on that half space. And another counter attack by Reggiana and another bad shot.
And this is fine with teams like this who can't capitalize on their shots that will just kind of piss in the wind and hope for the best. Obviously, now when you do play your Man Cities, your PSGs, as we saw last month, you're going to get punished on that. Krivasivi, tea? Where is the usual German good morning beer?
Honestly, I only drink beer when we are grilling with a family or something like that, when there's actual like meat to eat. But I'm not a beer drinker.
He needs a bit of meat with his beer.
Yep.
He links a sausage and mustard, perhaps. A nice.
No, I hate mustard.
Oh no, because Germany has.
Come on, David. Come on, David.
Nice. And another big save, gets the foot out.
But that was a nice one by Nico Gonzalez and Jonathan David. Swim themselves free on that right half space into the box with 2 passes and were in already.
Nice passing in the box.
Nice pass. Dude, his distribution already from Jonathan David up front is.
That's your second striker ability as well, right? You're going to have passing ability as well, as opposed to Vlahovic, who is more of a traditional number 9, who does come back and gets his body involved to do the hold up. But that's kind of where it dies off. So to have some distribution from a forward right now is breath of fresh air. Not to say Vlahovic never did it, but his touch fails him very often.
By the way, I have to admit, German beers are not even my favorite.
Which ones are?
My favorite one is a good old cold Modelo.
Modelo?
Yep.
I mean, those are good for being in America.
They
Oh,
they are good. Man,
or they're
I
next.
like that they're a bit more, I don't know, fruity. Is that
Oh,
the right term?
you like the lighter stuff. That's not very German
I
of you.
no, I like the taste of them, but I'm not a dark beer guy. Yeah,
I like them too. Like if I'm in the
but
States, because they
those
sell
feel
them a lot.
refreshing. They feel refreshing.
Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish at the end of the day. Like if you're just firing for effect, then yeah, 6-pack Modelo will do it. Here's Chico, can't get through. But yeah, if you're having some,
Oh, that
just
wasn't a foul. Okay,
no, it was not an offensive
come on.
foul there, and
No,
Coop
bad shot,
just
bad shot, bad shot.
unsubmitting. I can
Tried to
see what
curl
he
it.
was doing, but he overcooked it from that
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave, what do you think of the jersey? Because of my controversial opinion that I liked it.
I don't feel like I'm watching Juve with it.
Yeah. The thing is, people outside of the fan base love it because it seems like a fashion piece, one of those hipster
Yeah.
jerseys.
Well, that's what they're doing.
And I kinda like the look of it because we don't usually have those, right? That you can wear outside. I don't know, for example,
Oh, look at the Roman
this one,
jerseys.
this jersey with dude, Roma's cooking with their jerseys all the time. But they have a nice color palette to work with, right? Like the red, or I don't know, darker shade of red with the goldish yellow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's beautiful colors to combine.
Well, that's the problem with Juve, black and white. I mean,
Yeah,
cool. Like
yeah,
there isn't a whole lot you can do with that. Obviously, we have the blue, yellow, of the Torino flag. We have the pink of the
yeah.
OG. There's a bit of color to work with. But that being said, yeah, Juve doesn't have the greatest palette. So I'm not upset if they do want to do something with a bit of color. Have a second jersey that does something.
Yeah.
That being said, right now, I'm looking at a somewhat pixelated screen. It's a little small. At first glance, I look at this. This could be Manchester United with that blue jersey they had, for all I know, right?
You mean City? Or
No,
did Man
United
U have
United had like a second blue jersey a couple years ago. I can't
oh,
remember exactly
oh,
when,
okay.
right? But that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
it's just
oh,
it
okay.
could be
Yeah.
them. I don't know. It could be that
No,
guy, this
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
It's very generic.
But that's the thing with away jerseys, like they play around with the colors and do third kits. The Adidas third kits are incredible, right? Like the ones for the clubs they care about. Like if we get that actual black one with the dark like what is it called? Like diagrams and all of that. Yeah. But I like the away kit, man.
What the fuck is paracetamol?
It's something like I is it ibuprofen in English?
The medicine to treat mild to moderate
Yeah,
pain.
yeah, it's for yeah,
Oh, so
same
it's an Advil type
or
thing.
a similar use case, yeah.
Yeah, Europeans have different drugs.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I was in Italy and I needed to grab something. And luckily, the lady, because I mean, even with my shitty Italian, once you start talking drug names and stuff,
Yep.
I'm not that good at Italian, right? So, yeah, luckily, I think it was a Filipino lady that was working there, an immigrant that also knew English. Like,
Yep.
thank you so much. 'Cause I don't know anything you guys have. It's all different.
That's nice, man. And a nice team as well.
Frankfurt's in Philly. Gino
Mhm.
Eddie, why aren't you watching Frankfurt?
Who are they playing in Philly? Like, I guess, American teams or other European teams there on tour as well, who
See
they
him
play.
playing like Portland or something. Still no proper link for myself to get the live stream myself.
Oh, Union Oh, for the Philly Union. I thought Union Berlin. That would
Yeah,
have
I was
been my
thinking
Berlin
that.
rival. Oh, I was scared for a second.
You're showing me all your chats right now. I will attempt to maybe reset my password again if it works. Try to do this myself. Yeah, and I'm on. Oh my god, this website is a mess because obviously I have it set to English, but I'm in my settings and everything's Italian right now. Which again isn't a big deal. It just goes to show how much of a mess this website is. I know enough of Italian to fill out a form on the internet. This is not helping me reset my password. Oh, Juve. I mean, a working website, it's kind of a big deal in, I don't know, the past 20, 30 years. You would like to think that having a good working website would be something a corporation such as Juventus have put together. So that being said, actually, is anybody else still having issues trying to get the Juve stream? We do have it in the Discord, which we still have the QR code there for you to scan. Also down in the description. We can at least give a little watch party down in the Discord. Otherwise, yeah, the Juve website hasn't worked for me. It hasn't worked for who else was it? The Krivisibi. We got a couple technical difficulties on Juve's end today. I wonder. We're not supposed to advertise this, but just for fun, I'm gonna see if there's any of those illegal. No, there isn't. There'd be nothing for this. But speaking, actually, that just kind of reminded me. We are 1-0 down. Dave's got his message up, so I can't see that we just got scored on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, did it switch the? Oh, sorry, guys. That was
Nico
my
just
fault.
scored. No, it's 1-1.
It's 1-1. Sorry,
It's
guys.
1-1.
That's on me. Hold up. Let us watch watch this goal and then I will go to the other. Sorry.
Why do you think I was waffling so much? I'm like, Dave, I can't see your stream.
Yeah.
Then I started waffling.
Sorry, man. I was concentrating on my work message. Sorry.
That was a nice. I mean, that was a nice goal. Doesn't matter which goalkeeper that is.
That's a nice curl, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Sorry.
outside the reach.
Sorry.
So it is 1-1.
Here. Oh, their goal was nice as well. Here, I switched it back for a bit.
A little bit of a scooper shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up.
Is giveaway.
Oh, yeah. But
Was that David that gave it away?
Hold up.
Was it...
Open manners. Pass to Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio under pressure. High pressing.
Or that's cool.
No, that's
Lulu.
that was Kalulu, yeah.
Lulu again.
And immediate goal. And now go back to life. Sorry, guys.
So yeah, Kalulu has not had a good summer. He had a bit of a drop off. Like I hate that, right? Like they come on strong, they're doing well.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the excuse is right now to make a play like this.
But he already didn't have a good end part of the season.
Well, and that's the thing, right? So the end of the season wasn't great. The Club World Cup, wasn't anything great. It wasn't special.
Yeah.
He showed up. He did a job. But nothing convincing. And now you're against Reggiana. And I mean, that wasn't a completely difficult situation.
Yeah. And completely unnecessary to pass it like that centrally immediately into their first pressing line. That was a very unforced error. And now Lloyd Kelly. Oh, okay. got
Whenever
that
it's
done nicely.
Lloyd, though, you're like,
Yeah. No,
but
but he cleared that okay. Like,
that was okay.
that was okay.
Yeah, this is hilarious. I'm having troubles just resetting my password on the Juve website.
Really? How difficult are they making it for you?
Very difficult.
Oh, I logged in with my Google account, so it's connected, so I had no issues.
Log out and then log back in, and they'll have to make me do it. Unless that is how I logged in. Just trying different browsers. It's annoying, but if I can get my own full screen, it will be better at the end of the day. Now, David, sorry, let's get to this comment here. It's been there for a few minutes now. David is already much better than Dusan. On one hand, I'm not going to argue with you because
I think he's an overall better striker, but Calma.
yeah, it's Reggiana. What we need to see is how he's
Yeah.
going to play when there is no space.
Yeah.
Like a Fiorentina or who's going to give us a hard time this year in particular. Torino will. Como's probably going to give you a hard time this year.
Yeah.
But those, I'm worried about those mid to high the lower block, but you have those mid-table teams like those Genoas and Bolognas that always give you just a really hard time.
Yeah, very hard to break down.
And that's where I need to see David perform. You know, if you're against an Inter, a Napoli, Milan, whatever, and David doesn't get a goal, those are tight games, sure. But what are you gonna do on that random Sunday afternoon against a Genoa? You got to score the goals, and is that where he's gonna find the space and get those goals? So yeah,
and that's where you make your money, right? Like versus the bigger team, they always give you a bit of space because every team, like even if it's an Inter with a 3-man backline in the last years at least, they always try to create something with the ball. So if you have the ball or win it back, they don't drop that extremely deep. So you can create versus those. It's just whether you concede versus against them. But yeah, you have to be careful against those deep sitting low block teams that don't care about winning the match necessarily, but absorb pressure, counter attack, and then take whatever they can get, right?
Did not start the clock today either.
It's on 29 and 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Well, your stream is way slower. As it gets to me, it's off by like 15 seconds.
Oh.
Another reason why I need to try to get my own stream going.
Oh. No, for me, it's 29 and 10 seconds now.
Okay. Well, we're okay. Yeah, we're within a couple seconds. That's fine. Deson and Kenan on the bench, both chewing gum. Do they have a smoking addiction or something?
Oh, which I bet.
There's all those pouches and things. It's pretty big. I think in Europe even too. The Zins.
Yeah.
Who knows? Just a bunch of tobacco packets that you throw in your lip.
Yeah, but nowadays everybody is vaping.
No, those pouches have gotten pretty popular over the vaping even.
Yeah, no, for us, it's still like vapes. I think we are at the point where vapes are getting close to actual cigarettes, like with the usage. Which
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know. Is that better? Maybe a bit,
no,
but yeah.
no, no. It's died off a little bit here with the vapes. I don't know. It's just kind of everything. Everyone does whatever they want.
Yep.
So half hour down.
The pattern that I'm seeing that I still don't like is we can't pass ourselves out of the opponent's press.
Yeah,
And you have to remember this is a Serie B team, and if we're not able to pass out of our own defensive line, that's well,
we're very much relying on the going out wide. Even with Mota, there
yep,
wasn't a whole lot of. Even if we try to, there wasn't a whole lot of moving it up the center.
yep. Can you excuse me for a minute?
Yep,
I'll be back.
you do have a
Bathroom,
Reggiana corner,
bathroom break. So
a day bathroom break. Some problem we've had past season defending set pieces like this. I want to see an improvement as well, but they take it short and they kind of waste it. Oscar saying, which is nice to see you around as well, Oscar. I forgot to mention. Because yeah, time zones don't get to see you all the time. So thanks for joining us. But he says vaping has shown almost as much damage as cigarettes to the lungs. Any smoke. Yeah, it's the added stuff that's in cigarettes that kind of puts it over the top, I suppose. That's not to say the vaping thing doesn't have a whole bunch of random chemicals in it either, right? It's not really an improvement. But Reggiana gets it cleared off the line, but win it back in a dangerous position. And as Dave was saying before he left for his washing break here, our inability to get out of that pressure when the other team's pressing and we're trying to break that and move forward ourselves, we struggle. And we continue to struggle even against Reggiana today. Like, I don't care that we have a makeshift ragtag sort of group preseason thrown together. It needs to be better than what we're seeing. Granted, that is why we have these matches to find out where our weaknesses are, where to improve. But we've had this weakness for months, years. What's the timeline on it? It's been too long that we don't need a preseason match against Reggiana in August to figure this out. We know and we need to do better in this regard. Chico losing his man. He's definitely been a bright spot today with the goal, with a couple attempts. Locatelli. Coop mishandles the ball, stays on it. But more sloppy play. Signs that we've seen, right? Going back again, that we knew that this was happening, this sloppy passing. Hold on, though, as we get a bit of a movement here. We got now Chico wiping it in left. It gets cleared off. But deliveries from the right side as well. We got Kostic giving deliveries from the left. So clearly a bit of a cross and inshallah method here. Locatelli, nice side foot into the box. They still can't get some penetration. And Locatelli just brings it wide. Eyes it. The go across the face from the outside and doesn't quite touch. But I do want to see Locatelli taking. I think the keeper might have got a piece of it as well. Yeah. This is something I think I've been yelling at for a couple years. Allegri was yelling about this back in his time. Shots from the midfield. Goals from the midfield, right? Just getting some offensive contribution. when a team does turtle in like Reggiana was doing there, you do want to see a guy like Locatelli kind of step into that ball and put something at the net. So that was a positive from Locatelli. Coop with the deuce on touch. Yeah, you're not incorrect. That was a bad touch. Oh, and Reggiana released over the top. Bad finish. But that was pretty much one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
What did I miss? Oh.
Yeah, it's just a failure to keep up with the play. It was a dead ball situation. It was just taken really quickly and caught us off guard, just like that. Again, they're finishing. If it was any better,
Yep.
this could be a pretty ugly game. One of the things we've seen with this Juve is they play up to the level of whatever their competition is. So that game against Real Madrid, for instance, yeah, we even lost, but you know, you'd expect to if you're gonna have a bad game, you expect to have that bad game against Real Madrid. No, you have a decent game against Real Madrid.
Another bad pass. Wow.
Yeah, and now we're playing Reggiana, and we can't get out of our own zone. It's frustrating already, but we might have had 5 goals tops from outside the box. Yeah, your stream is shit. Yeah, we didn't have many goals from outside the box this season.
We didn't even try that. We didn't even try.
Dusan had a couple. Remember, like when Dusan scores, they're ridiculous goals.
Yeah, but he takes shots from it. Come on, shoot! Again.
He gets back on it though.
Directly on the goalkeeper.
But you see how quick David got back up to try to get back on that ball? But he was given the ball way too late.
Bad pass by Miretti.
Because David, if he was given that ball about a second earlier when he was on his run, he could have ran onto that and put his foot through. Instead, he's already lost his momentum. He's too close, too wide to the keeper. Can't get a good shot. Well, Reggiana, here we go again. Back on a counter.
Cross into the box. Badly defended, shot, and saved by the Gregorio.
Defensively, it's not looking that great. Here's the play again. Yeah, just held up a little too long. But a couple shots on net today by David. Obviously, we want to give an extra attention to the new players today. Be great if he does get a goal. But 38 minutes, and I expect at the second half, it's probably going to be a full team rotation or pretty close to it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's just because of the camera angle that I'm always seeing Chico, but it feels like I'm just always seeing Chico.
Yeah.
As opposed to anybody else really putting a whole lot of effort into this one. David comes up pretty high there as well to receive that pass.
Oh my God, cool.
And given away in the midfield, yeah. Now, is this something that we want to see from David where he comes back into the play a lot more? Or do you want him to be a bit more of a target man, more into that box area?
The problem is it doesn't help to have a target man when you don't get anything from your midfield. So he kind of has to drop back to maybe create another space or another just another available body that you can play off of.
That's fair. Now, Joao Mario is, he's touted to give those deliveries from the right side.
Yep.
So maybe with him in the play, we'll see. And that's got to be a foul.
No. It wasn't a big Miretti getting bodied.
Already just getting bodied over. Too easy.
Yep.
And that's...
No
He
foul.
didn't hit the gym. We said he's got to get loaned out and hit the gym. He got loaned out, but clearly the gym facilities were not up to snuff there.
That's a foul, yeah. That was an actual shove now by Lloyd. Yeah.
Look at this again.
Yeah, that's an actual shove.
Oh, yeah. Gets it up in the face.
That's not a foul, in my opinion. That was shoulder to the side a bit. But
it is interesting how he took the 21, though, Moretti. And that went underneath the radar. Like, the 21 for Juve isn't an under the radar kind of number.
Yep. No, and Colo is not even here on the team right now. So technically it's available, right?
Well, more news did come out on Colo. They're still trying to work it. Paris kind of want more of an upfront payment. What it seems like at the latest news.
Honestly, I wouldn't.
Well, and that's why they don't want to, right? So they're wanting to pay something like 15, 20, somewhere around there for an initial loan with the obligation.
Yeah,
Paris is looking.
That's too much.
They want like 30 mil for the initial, the official upfront fee.
No, hell no. And what is the obligation supposed to be? 30
so
as well?
Total, they're looking to get in that like 50 to 60.
Hell
so let's say 55. Let's say 55.
Hell no.
It is expensive. Now, if you amortize that, if you're looking at how it lays on the books, and you amortize that over, a couple years of loan and whatnot, it's Italian accounting.
Yeah.
It's not the worst in that sense, right? With how it works on the sporting books.
But it's still a lot, man.
What are your options, though? That will come that are within the price range, and I think
we can have a little bit of fun with that.
Because a lot of them, I feel, either have a team or already have chosen a team, or just, aren't affordable, aren't up to snuff. Like in the actual legitimate options, I feel are lacking. Couple minutes left of this first half. Uninspiring. Not that I wanted to be inspired this morning with a preseason match.
No, but we can have some fun in halftime. We can look for strikers at their current market values and see what we find there.
And even then, that's all hypothetical because we haven't been linked with anybody.
No, of course. But I'm just saying that there are different options to Colombiani and cheaper and for similar output.
Yeah, it is a bit of a price check. There is players who will, and that's a huge thing, right? Doesn't matter which names you pull up if none of them actually want to come to the team, whereas Colo actually wants to stay with the team.
Yeah.
And it's funny from the community, right? Because there's certain players that we want to trash on. But some of these players, even though they're not the greatest, I'll use Reggiana because that came up on Thursday or Wednesday when we were live. Yeah, not the best player. But who else as a depth piece is going to be happy to make that little money and cost the team that much and just sit there?
Yeah. No, you need those players 100%.
So players' will has a lot to do with how the actual performance plays out on the field. So no extra time right at the 45 to kill it. That's fine.
Halftime.
Yeah. Don't need to
All
drag it
right.
on.
Let's go transfer market.
Yeah, 60 for Colo. So that's what they're trying to get. For their bucks, they need to get, I think it's closer to 50 for them to break even on it. They paid 90 plus. PSG got a bad deal. So they're trying to recoup essentially what they paid.
Strikers.
He gets these strikers up as well. May as well throw it up on the screen. I'm gonna attempt once more to try to reset my password. Try to get the stream working.
So under 23s I do, yeah, because that's kind of philosophy. All right, show them. Now, of course.
Akatike, Sheshko, yeah, those guys are all gone.
There's a full list. I mean, honestly, I would do
We'll get it up on
like
stream,
all of
man.
these.
Why you
Oh,
blue
sorry.
balling us?
Oh, sorry. I forgot that it was only on Discord. Sorry.
I mean, if you're on the Discord, you'll see it.
Sorry. That's on me. Yep, there it is. Let me zoom into it a little bit. And there we have a list. Of course, like we won't get any of these here. That
Endra,
was formerly Samu Omorodion, the one from Atletico that didn't get playing time, moved to Chelsea. Endrick, would you take something like that on loan?
so we've talked about
Well,
that because they were looking to loan him out, and everyone was like, "No, fuck him."
yeah. I don't know. Højlund depends on the money, but Manny wants to retrieve some of that deal. Biarritz is interesting. Rutter is interesting. Ferguson just moved to Roma. Pio Esposito, he is very good and young, but Inter want along the lines of 35 to 40 for him, and his market value is 25. But dude, here are a couple of them, man. By
Well, and that's
from
part of
Dortmund.
the issue, though, right? Like we look at these numbers. That wouldn't mean how much we would pay. The actual cost is inflated from that number.
But still lower than Colo.
Yeah, still lower than Colo. And yeah, I guess probably get a similar output. Colo has this. That's the problem. He's streaky. Most of these guys would be pretty streaky. Forwards
Honestly, that's
tend to be,
nice.
right?
Yes, El Bilal Touré from he returned to Atalanta, so he was only on loan without obligation, whatever. He was at Stuttgart.
15 million.
If you remember, he scored the winner against us for Stuttgart.
I mean, not exciting names, but same with Kolo Muani, and I
No,
think that's the point.
but productive names. Dude, he is good. Franjo Ivanovic from Benfica. 13 million value. He is okay. Kilic Soy. But yeah.
Yeah, all those guys are okay. A lot of them are young too, though, right?
Broja is going to, I forgot who it was,
Oh,
Burnley, I
easy.
believe.
Easy. He's an Albanian. You got to be careful with
Yeah.
those around here.
No, he's trash, man. No, but there are a lot of options here. And not all of them, of course, but from Iceland. Dude, those are tough. Real Sociedad.
Well, we can't do that because Jonathan David's
15
already
million
called the
value.
Iceman, right? And you can't bring an Icelander and already have an Iceman. Like, this is conflict of interest.
Let's call him Ori. Ori Oskarsson. That's a great name, man. Yeah. No, but you can shop like in these realms as well. Like it doesn't need to be the big name, which Kolomyani is still a big name. Dude, this guy is good, but he just moved. Brighton bought him a year ago from Nuremberg and left him on loan at Nuremberg for another season and now went to Brighton. And he's just 19 years old and he's a great striker. I think he bagged when he was 17 or 18, 15 to 20 goals in the second Bundesliga. He is good.
My stream just started working. Only took till halftime.
Hey. Yeah.
And now it's just a shot of the Continassa. That's it. Looking at the gym.
Yep. Not
All
even
right.
me to the gym, man. That would be interesting at least.
Yeah, see Dison doing his hack squats. Why
Keep
is
him on the bench.
everything about his pelvis? Anytime you see him in the gym, it's always clavicular. Is that a word?
Yep. Hey, just wait until he comes on in the second half and scores, I don't know, 2 goals.
I mean, it's Reggiana. He should, quite honestly. He should. Okay, let's get back to the game. We waffled about a bunch of what ifs. I'll bring up the thought mob. Share my screen. Here we go. Let's look at the numbers. 67% possession. Mostly useless. Let's be fair. A lot of it was just kind of
Side
waffling.
pass FC again.
Yeah. So 8 to 6 shots on target, 6 to 3. 1 apiece for big chances, and both of them missed. Accurate passes 370 at 91% to 163 83%. Fouls 4 to 7, corners 1 to 2. So lots of possession, but not doing a whole lot with it. We do not have a different team. This is very much the same team.
Yep.
But we're playing preseason Reggiana. You're grasping for straws here to try to find something to latch on to going into the new season, right?
Yep.
We saw a bit from David. A little bit.
Yep.
He can only do so much.
Chico's running around a lot.
Let's see who's getting the points here. David is 7.5. Chico was 7.8. Bremer 7.1. Moretti 7.3. Everyone else in the 6. Kalulu had a 5.4. Yeah. Yeah, he gave up the goal. Yeah. Honestly.
And
You got
Cope,
a couple.
what is Cope minus doing, dude? Except for that fluffed shot and a couple of bad passes, I haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Coop, because this is supposed to be his redemption arc, right?
Yep.
He's this world-class midfielder, supposedly, that we spend tens of millions of dollars. Was it 55? 50, 52 plus?
Was it? Sorry. Wasn't it 59 plus something?
Was it 59 plus?
I think it was 59 something.
It closed in on 60 with the bonuses, regardless.
Yep.
The fuck, man.
Yep.
Moretti, who hasn't seen a gym since childbirth, is balling better than you.
Yep. I mean, this was a bad half.
We need to see something, because if we look over here now to Reggiana, they got a guy hit there, goal Girma at an 8, 7-3, 7-1. They're worse. They are doing worse. I'm not.
No, they are because they sit back and wait to counter, and they're pressing high, but yeah.
But they're doing too well for who they are, for who we are.
Oh no, we are doing too bad for who we are.
Moretti actually looks good, like somebody who has a point to prove. Well, he sort of does.
Yep.
He 100% has a point to prove.
Exactly.
And this is
he has to prove himself so we can get a little bit more money off Napoli.
Yeah, lots of news swirling around Napoli. They are circling even, yeah, latest news. That was the big
Napoli
stuff.
is circling like sharks around young Italian players, just waiting to strike.
Yeah. Napoli's got a good system going on these days. Can't even deny that. And it will be soon time to do those season predictions. But it is looking a lot like Napoli, with perhaps Milan coming back strong this year.
Douglas Luiz on his phone. Is that allowed?
Is that allowed? I didn't think it was.
I don't know.
I know at training they're not allowed to have it, but are they allowed to? Or maybe it's one of those things because he has to stay in touch with his agent.
I don't know.
And maybe they're just like, yeah, if you can have your phone, because if your agent calls saying you're sold, we want to know right away.
And then watch him play Candy Crush on the bench.
Yeah.
All right, so
Pinsolio coming
Pinsolio
out.
warming up.
Perrine might still be on the chopping block.
If Perrine doesn't find playing time here, I mean,
I don't
is
blame.
is is,
He's
is
always
he
kind of looked.
is Perrine on? Is he even in the
Is he
squad?
dressed?
No,
No, he's not even dressed.
He's not even on
Oh,
the bench.
he got an injury.
But he's not on the injury list as
No,
well.
he's not. He's not on either list. But there is maybe a bit of a knock that he's recovering from still as well.
Okay. Okay.
That happened. It happened in training through the Club World Cup.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
Flew under the radar a bit, right? Because when your backup goalkeeper injures himself on the off season, you don't really make a big deal about it. But yeah, he is also being shopped, so that's partly a factor as well. Now, that doesn't actually matter today because they're putting everyone out.
Yep. Yeah. No, but like we haven't seen like any pattern so far. We don't play through the middle. We pass it to our wing backs and try to create something from that one again. But then, yeah, Nico Gonzalez from the right side only had a one good passing combination with Jonathan David, where then David shot it immediately, like directed to the goalkeeper. But yeah, I don't know, man.
David Moretti and I believe that was Locatelli are sitting on the bench.
I honestly hope that Koopmeiners as an 8 will be good, like in ball carrying and trying to pass it out of the press, but we haven't seen that so far.
No.
And
Now
that's
this is something.
supposedly his best role. Oh, sorry, his best role would be still a bit more progressive on the pitch, but yeah.
This is new from Fought Mob. 2 minutes till the second half, right at the top here. So there's actually a countdown timer for the half.
It's doing that for me all the time.
First time I've seen it.
Ooh.
Maybe I've never noticed, but that is great. I love knowing, because typically if I'm not streaming and it's halftime, because I don't get any halftime shows or anything anyways. It's all just nonsense craps. Like I'm gonna go to the washroom, get a drink, whatever. Like I'm getting off from the couch. I want to know how much time I have. This is huge. Try to see. So we're gonna get the Joao Mario. Like to see him. Really want to see what he can do. Who else do we get? Obviously, Pinsolio, we saw Cambiasso, Rugani, Gatti. Imagine seeing all of those.
Yep.
Thuram, Ajic, McKennie, Vlahovic, Yildiz. Probably all of them.
Yeah.
Don't know if we'll see. No, we won't see Simone Scalia, our third keeper today. We Gil or Hill, as they'll say in Spain. He's been on the bench. He's been on the bench a lot. We just have not seen. Is it anything? I feel like we've seen a couple minutes. When did he play? In any case, defender. Alessandro Pietrelli. Yeah, we're not going to see those guys.
Who knows? Maybe.
Well, I mean, we could be
And,
surprised. Tudor looks like he's really enjoying himself today.
very, very enjoyable.
Yeah, so does Yildiz. Looks like he's getting ready for this one. And Kalulu, I would have taken off at this point.
He's still standing there.
Yep. Gatti, is he fully recovered? Because that's a bit of a question mark, right? Because he played
Or is
injured.
he heading to the bench?
Oh, maybe. I think I just saw McKenny run out. Saw some afro-y look like hair. So they're slowly taking the pitch. This definitely looks like a training game. Like they just do not care. Reggiana is right now. You'd think that they might put a little bit more effort into it, right? Because they're like, oh, we're playing a big team. Let's have some fun. No. They made a few changes as well.
Yep.
You might know working within the system. How do you organize a preseason? Like, how do you decide on Reggiana, for instance? Do you just like make some calls to Serie B and be like, hey, he wants to play us? They could just get
No, that's what we do. For example, you have your pre-game list for next season is, for example, done already right now. And how you do it usually, if you're a big club, like you get requested, like most of the time, and then you schedule it for, and then you say we have that many friendly slots. It's usually 3, maximum 4 games. Sometimes you have a day where you have 2 games. You play one squad in one game, the second squad in the next game. Like there are a couple of occasions like that. It depends on the club and how you want to distribute your games into this July August schedule. And then you Ajit coming on as well. Then you try to just schedule it in, and then you have some done for this year, and then a team is asking, and you're saying, no, we have this slot already done, but let's do it a year after, and all of that. But yeah.
So
And
Reggiana
sometimes you have like American businesses or Asian businesses trying to do a full tour. For example, Hong Kong had Milan, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham, I believe, over for a couple of games where those teams played each other, and they organize that, pay all 4 teams, and their travel and all of that, and invite them to have a tournament there. Then that's their preseason tour, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like a little friendly mini tournament type thing. Well, you see that in FIFA, right? When you do career mode,
Exactly. Yeah.
you do like the Asian Elite
Yep.
Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
It's exactly those. Damn, Cambiaso looks like he aged 5 years this offseason.
He's like middle aged now.
Yep.
What's his actual?
Oh, dude, Thiago Jallo is living the gimmick. He wore Juventus boxers.
Really? And we do have kickoff. How old are you now, Cambiaso? 25. Yeah, he's still pretty young because we got him so young. He's one of those players. He's been in the system for a few years now, so you think he's older.
Yeah. Oh, but for 25, he should be in his prime right now. So he should be
Well,
at his
he
best
is.
right now.
In a sense, yeah, he is approaching that prime. You have Man City and everyone starting to get interested. He also played injured last season, so keep that into account. Plus the noise from City, all the transfer rumors that may have had a mental effect.
Maybe.
Maybe speculation, but maybe.
Yeah, he looked a bit, I don't know, distracted. Let's say
Yeah.
let's say it that way. He looked a bit distracted.
I don't I have a background for this.
By the way, there was already an example like how far ahead up the field Joao Mario is. Like he was right at the touchline there.
Yeah, immediately, like his first play, he was involved. We got
Oh my God,
Duchamp there,
Vlahovic tucking his shirt in now.
and
That
that's in the back
goal.
of the net. Off
Was it
corner,
what?
off of Rugani. Or was it Thuram? Rugani was there, so I don't
I
know
only
what.
saw the first header that was blocked, and then I don't know who scored the goal.
They're panicking on Thuram. They're giving it to Vlahovic. All right, let's get the replay. So here's the first cross off of
Whoa!
Rugani. Okay, so first shot was Rugani.
And then Vlahovic tap in.
Yeah,
You
and a
remember
little
when I said
Coco.
he scored a hat trick in the second
Yeah,
half?
that's a Dusan Vlahovic goal. Where's Dash? Is he up yet? 609? Yeah, he might be up. Oh, that just hauls him down.
I wouldn't mind seeing something from Adjic now.
Well, this is the type of game you want to get him minutes just to observe
Yeah.
and see what he can offer you, right?
Like which
Where
space he occupies, how
and
good
there's
he is in his passing game. Did he grow like in terms of his physical work on the pitch?
well, we don't even know what he did. That's kind of the problem,
Yeah,
right? You can
yeah,
say all these things. I don't know. You put
yeah.
him on the 85th minute.
I know we parked him on the bench.
Yeah. Or that time you put him on the 75th minute and took him off at the 85th minute.
That's good for the confidence of a teenager.
So yeah, to get 45 minutes in a preseason friendly, this is good because there's no pressure necessarily. You just want to see generally what he can offer. Yeah, Jalo as well, potentially staying with the team, so getting some minutes back. Porto was a bit wishy-washy on him, but I guess he
Yeah,
had a bit of a streaky season, right? And you see
yeah,
that with loanees. Oh, we're keeping. Oh no, we're not going to keep him. Moretti, you saw that a bit. At one point, it's like, there's no way we're keeping Moretti. And I was like, yeah, maybe we are.
yeah.
And then, of course, he did return back to Juve. But yeah, you get a bit of that noise, right, with loanees, and it's hard for a loanee because they're not necessarily getting solid minutes. That's what a loanee
Yeah,
does. They fill in
yeah.
spots. They're not a starter. And there's a Dusan touch. Back heel, Reggiana. Yep, Bremer, of course, back on the bench. We see him now. That's good. 45 minutes. That's positive. Coming off that ACL, have a good solid 45 minutes. That's nice to see.
Whether do you guys still need the stream in Discord or?
No, we should be good. That was the only one there.
Oh,
Ugani, I think, took a bit out of Cedric there. Just a shove. He made a meal of it.
handball, man. That was two occasions of handball.
Mm. Not a big deal. I think he just got Charlie horsed a little bit in the calf. That was a slow roller from Jallo
That
back.
was very brother.
Slowly.
Put some juice on it.
Oh,
That's
Yildiz
a
does.
foul.
Yeah, he does. He gets the foul. Again, that pass, decent vision to put it past the defender, but not enough juice to really. Well, didn't get it clean. Vincenzo's up though. Same time zone as me. I see he slept in for the first half. That's all right.
Happens. I respect for all of you that woke up for this game, like on your continent.
Yeah. Well, if you're out in Newfoundland, it wouldn't have been too bad. Would have started at 6:30.
Yeah, yeah, that's a bit better.
That would have been okay.
Are you going like straight to bed after this again, or?
No, I have a cord of wood getting delivered at 7.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why you would be awake early, anyways.
No, I'd just be awake. I don't sleep in.
You can see the match either online on the Juventus website or you join us on Discord.
Yeah, I had quite the issues getting to work on the UVA website. I got it working at halftime. So yeah, just make sure you have an account with Juventus.com and you should be able to get it. If not, yeah, we have the Discord, which today we can share because there's no real copyright issues. It's just a little friendly give and go here in the box. Tomby also doing well getting into the play.
Oh,
Come on,
stop with your
guys.
back heels, man.
Mario doesn't do it. Trying to get cute with it, it looks like. They're all getting cute with it. And they should be putting their foot through the ball. And then there you go. There's the Discord QR code as well if you want to get in there. Otherwise, roll down to the description. Along with the Discord, we have Instagram, X, and Spotify links as well for everyone. I've been putting everything up on Spotify as requested. I was only putting our longer form content. And none of these live streams. I still won't do like a watch along on Spotify. That's a bit silly.
It does make sense.
No. But pretty much everything else does go onto Spotify. Even the last couple, because it takes forever to upload a video on Spotify as compared to just an audio file. But the last couple, I've been throwing the full video files on as well. So Spotify, since it has supported video, you can get some of the video there too. Now, if I don't have the time, I will just rip the audio and put it up.
Where is Reggiana located?
They're in the south. They're one of the 20 Serie B southern teams. Now you should fact check me because it's easy to get. There's like Reggiana. Oh, big spill by Pinsolio. There's the whistle though.
Oh, no, it's very close to Bologna, it seems like.
Yeah, Reggio Emilia. Regina then. Regina's the one in the south. I told you should fact check me. Because I think there's another one with a similar name as well. I believe there's 3.
No, it's close to Bologna and Modena, Sassuolo, close to
Okay.
Maranello. Like it's
Yeah, so just in the middle of the country.
yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can get the table now. Because I know there's a few with similar names. I might have to go to Serie C. Oh yeah, Inter has their youth team in Serie C this year. Brand new.
Oh, so will it be Derby d'Italia and Serie C?
No, I think we're potted differently. I'm looking at them
Yep.
now. Yeah, we're in Group B, they're in Group A.
Ah, okay.
Atlanta under 23 now. They're finally keeping up. Oh, Is Regina one of those teams that like got busted down to the 5th division because they couldn't pay the bills?
Did they?
Maybe that's
Oh,
why I can't find them. Yeah, I think they're one of those teams. Yeah, and they're from Calabria. So that was the one I was thinking of.
yeah. That one's from Calabria. Hold up, I'm on the Wikipedia right now.
Yeah, declared bankruptcy in 2015.
2015 got
They're in
excluded.
Serie D. That's why they're in D now.
Yeah.
They're that fucking low.
They have to work themselves up, man. They were excluded from all like Serie A competitions, so they have to start at the amateur level again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't completely off. I have a bit of knowledge still stuck
Yeah.
in there. Useless Serie K and D knowledge that nobody cares about. Should say nobody. Yeah, Calabria. Yeah, so Reggio Calabria. That's close now to where my family's from. More so, like Catanzaro would.
And in the meantime, while they were down there, a new club was created, and that is Reggio Calabria.
Okay, and that's why. So they're. This is
And
where
that,
some of this confusion's coming from. Yeah,
yeah,
there's Reggiana, Regina, and now there's Reggio from Regina, which makes more sense because that's the
yeah,
actual name of the town. Regina, I guess, would be like little Reggio, kind of like a cutesy name, cigarette to cigar, if you will, that kind of thing.
damn, complicated history.
Oh, if you start diving deep into these
Oh
lower
yeah,
table teams, man, and not just in Italy, like just everywhere, the stories of some of them are pretty crazy because they're so old, and a lot of them just start with
yeah,
either school students like Juve was, or a lot of those union teams were literally workers' unions,
yeah.
or those united teams. Typically, multiple teams came to unite and make one team. Or about some collaborate. So, I mean, Santa Lario is the name of the town where my dad's from, which is just nobody knows where that is. It's locally, which people know where that's from because it's made a few mafia shows. So locally would be the closest actual town. Uh, but like Cosenza, Catanzaro sort of area. It's on the Ionian Sea. It's pretty far south. Beautiful, of course.
Dude, and Calabria has the best like pork sausages.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
Ndu-
Do
like
ya?
Nduja, the salsiccia from the Calabrian region, dude.
Yeah. Oh, it is good.
uh,
Spicy.
Delicious, yeah.
Things were always spicy in Calabria. Even it was funny. Even when I was in Florence, I went for dinner. I asked for some hot pepper, and like
Yeah,
obviously I'm a Canadian immigrant, like not like Italian, right?
yeah.
And well, my Italian server from Florence, when I asked for the hot pepper, he was like, "You're from the South, aren't you?" Like because he had to take it was not on the table, right? Whereas in Calabria, the hot pepper is always on the table. But also the citrus fruit, man.
Yep,
All the good fruits come from the South.
yep. And now they even like Italian like citrus fruit infused gins and all of that.
Oh yeah. I always forget the name, that green orange, like the bitter orange.
Yeah.
They have a lot of drinks with that. I always forget the guy. Bergamo. That's the one. Oh wow, Reggiana just pounds one at Pinsolio. Gets the save. What's going on here, man?
Oh,
Like that was Bonetti? Yeah. Bonetti just firing one point blank. So that bergamot stuff, that's infused in a lot of those fruity type,
Yep.
fancier drinks, if you will. Oh,
Cyril
Cyril's
is
the one there.
saying,
Okay, there you go.
I was the one who requested the uploads on Spotify. Hey,
Oh,
welcome.
well.
Whichever way you find us, you're welcome, man.
And that's good to know,
Sorry,
actually, that
welcome
you
you.
found us through Spotify. Because, to be honest, Spotify was kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I proved, because I wasn't uploading everything there. But clearly, I have. Well, thank you. But yeah, I obviously needed to pay more attention to Spotify. I am now doing so. Thank you very much, and thank you for finding the YouTube side of things as well. Because yeah, we're not going to do watch alongs on Spotify. I don't even know if we can live stream on Spotify. That's not a thing. And
Yeah,
nobody
and
watches the replays.
uploading afterwards doesn't make sense, like if you don't have the game in front of you or whatever.
No. And what we actually do, so this is for the future, everyone, when we do these live streams, watch alongs, is I will go and put chapters in after the fact. So in particular, it's the post game when we stay behind and talk for another half an hour or so. Yeah, I mean that's something you'll want to get in, and it doesn't even make sense for YouTube if you just cut the video and then say, "Hey, this is just a post game from our live." You're reusing content, and they don't like that either, and that video is going to do shit, and you kind of fuck the algorithm. So chapters is sort of the best way of doing it. So yeah, if you ever see a live stream, you don't really want to watch the whole game part of it. You just want to catch either the pre, the post, the halftime show. You'll get those chapters thrown in there to make it easy for you. And depending on how bad the game was, kind of depends on how long it takes me to come back to my computer and do it after the match. Sometimes it takes a couple hours.
All right. And now I have Formula One free practice 3 as well.
Yeah, we're missing free practice. I'm not going to get too upset over that, but definitely going to be getting the qualifying. Charles, right behind McLaren's again this week. And by right behind, I mean like 3/10.
Yep. Yeah, dude, they are dominating, man. Can't do anything about it. It's just whether Ferrari can be like comfortably second. Like there's nothing to fight for the season.
No, I mean Ferrari's so good at being second.
Yeah,
They're consistent, right? It's hard to be completely
Arsenal,
mad
man.
at them. Yeah,
Arsenal the last few years.
they're fighting against what was a ridiculous Red Bull and now a ridiculous McLaren. They just can't find any of the ridiculous themselves. So they're just a
Exactly.
comfortable second place always.
And by the way, I think it's gonna be the same next season.
No, next season's gonna be that was a bit of a slide there. Could have been dangerous, gets away with it.
Whoa. Why do you do something like that in a friendly, man?
I leg too. Lavish is not happy on that challenge.
Dude, if someone is doing that to me in a friendly, I will throw a punch.
I get the emotion, right? You're up against Vlahovic. Yeah, you want to kind of prove yourself.
But still, man.
It's not great as long as you kind of
Like,
after the fact
be
apologize.
aware of the situation, brother.
Mhm. Yeah, but there's a reason why he's a Serie B player as well. You gotta understand that.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of these players, isn't necessarily the pure skill. These guys are all good professional footy players. It comes down to that mentality, the conditioning, the will to get to that. Yeah, obviously there's a bit of skill involved in that as well, but yeah, typically the mentality just isn't locked in.
Yeah. No, but in those areas, you're right. It's hardworking guys, blue collar. Like you're fighting for the spot. You're fighting to get into the higher leagues.
Or you're just content, like, this is the best I'm gonna do.
Yep.
You just exist there.
Yep.
Especially if you're up there in age. But if you're younger,
Yep.
yeah, you're gonna fight for something. Oh, Jallo, man. Oh, coming in from behind at the edge of the
Oh,
box. That's a dangerous play.
bro. I have to
Lunges.
keep the same energy, man. The first one was unnecessary from the Reggiana player, and brother, this one was.
Jallo has had a couple of moments. There's that one lazy pass back to the key,
Yeah.
and he did something similar later. And now he's not locked in, which he is coming off alone. Not the greatest season either. Highs and lows. Ooh, there's a good shape to that, but a foot gets in the way from the third arm. Tried to go direct.
You're like 5 seconds ahead of me, so apologize if I react a bit later.
Shit. How am I ahead of you now?
Also, it's all good. Keep yours like it is.
It's not typical for the stream to come across the ocean and me be ahead. Cleared off again by Thuram. Good physicality there and pops off that cross. So that's 3 in a row now for Thuram. Love him. I think we rated him as our top player last year overall.
Yep.
Kind of just across the board. Except Dash. Dash gave somebody a 10. Was that Thuram? Who did he give it to?
Sorry,
Dash was
again?
Dash's rating. Remember he gave somebody a 10?
Was it Thuram?
I had to look back, but Dash was completely
I'd have to rewatch. That Dash was off the rails, and Dash's ranking was not objective.
no. No, it was all over the place.
Yeah, that Dash was going crazy, man.
Yeah. That's the one we did with Primo Calcio as well.
Yeah.
Was a
Then
good one.
we couldn't even calculate it probably because he gave Lovett a minus 100 or something like that. And
Yeah,
yeah,
it just
that's
I don't even know why we invited him.
yeah. You want to do a serious video and then and Dash just just loses his shit on Vlahovic. Like always, but
Oh, worst case, we have one more season of him.
yeah.
And he does have, as it stands, the game-winning goal. 21 minutes to go. McKennie, this is what I find so interesting with it, too. He's always fighting to keep a spot on this team. He's back on the market. They're saying it's either him or Moretti, and he's wearing the captain's armband. Do you want him or not? Where does he stand with this team? If you're trying to get rid of a guy, you don't give him the armband.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Here's Mario now with a decent run. He gets hauled down. And those are one of those intangibles that you don't really see in the stat sheets, right? Where
Yep.
you have these guys that are making space, running forward, drawing fouls like this, and getting yourself a
Yep.
set play into scoring position.
Yep. I have a question for you. Because some of the sites that are saving the game stats, some are counting created penalties as an assist, for example. Do you think that should be
Mhm.
counted as an assist or just the pure in-game assist?
Well, it's delineated as such as like it doesn't go into the A column, right? It's like
No, it does. It does. On transfer market, for example, created penalty is like pure assist.
Hmm. So yeah,
Like
I would want that
of course
delegated.
if the player scores the penalty afterwards, but it's in assist basically.
I'm not against it. I would just keep it separate, like have it as a separate stat.
Yeah. Because FBref has a created penalties statistical count, I believe, but transfer market, for example, has it like straight up assist. But transfer market is also not like a sophisticated statistical
No,
website.
no, it's a transfer market
It's
site.
a general overview for stats if you need something quickly. But yeah, they count it as an assist.
Yeah, like I don't typically get my hard stats off transfer market. Oh, Reggiana! That's it's 2-2 off white.
Wow! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow, a looping ball
That
into the
easy
box.
that
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 easy?
easy that,
That
that
like
wasn't
yeah,
even a sharp cross. Like it was a lob. That was I don't
was he
know. Like
offside? No.
whoa!
Runs in
A
behind
lob like
Regani.
that was that Jallo's guy or Gani's guy? No, that was
Jallo was
no, that
supposed to
was
be on him.
I don't know. Nobody was on him, bruh.
Nobody. Nobody was
God
on him.
damn. Wow, that's bad.
So between Jallo and Rugani, they lost their mark.
Wow.
Nice little header. Just to loop it
Oh,
up over the
the header is nice. Just yeah, lobbed it over the goalkeeper. And Pensoli was out of position as well. So you have to either stay on the line and try to save it, or go forward and like punch it away, but not being like on the
be
edge of
aggressive
the
or get in position.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not being on the line of the 6-yard box. Like that's too far up front.
Yeah. And I mean, this is why he is our third keeper.
Yep. That's some
No
speed.
excuse, though, like to not mark your man like that. But Simi saying
That was
created 10 as an assist is odd. You can basically have an assist and then the goal on just one goal scored. There is that part of it, yeah, because you can assist yourself in a sense.
yep.
Now, if anything, if I was to kind of maybe change a rule controversially, is that whoever gets fouled on has to take the penalty.
Oh, has to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, why not?
Okay. Yeah.
That's how it works in hockey. The
And
penalty shot, yeah.
honestly, I don't even mind it that much because that would decrease the probability of a like depending, of course, on who the foul player is, but it's
Oh,
yeah.
Vlahovic, Yildiz. Nope, puts it wide. That should have been in, quite honestly.
Oh my god, that should have been in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just had the goalkeeper dive in near post. He had nothing but space on the wide side.
Yeah. That was yeah.
I gotta tighten that up. Disappointing because Yildiz you expect to finish a little nicer than that.
Do you know what this is telling me? Honestly, move Yildiz even more centrally, like
Oh yeah,
either second striker or 10. Like what he had there with Vlahovic was really good. The combination of the pass combination, and we know that weirdly, Yildiz and Vlahovic have a chemistry with each other. When Yildiz benched Chiesa, like it worked with the two of them.
it was all Turkish at some point, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get political about it again.
yeah,
Oh man. Yeah, going back to that penalty thing, I'll rant about it a little bit. In that, if it's a clear one on, so at least in hockey, I do like to make these comparison. In hockey, you
yeah,
get the penalty shot when you are clearly past the defense, and it's a one-on-one with the keeper. So it's a little
mm,
bit more cut and dry in that, like you are one-on-one, you were the one with the scoring opportunity. you get that penalty shot. Whereas in footy, to be a handball, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the set play outside the box for Reggiana. It's the wall. And they still get a shot on off a header. Thanks, guys. So yeah, in a situation in like that, let's use that handball in the box. Okay, maybe then it can be up to whoever decides to take the penalty.
Yeah.
But if you are 1-on-1 and it's a clear break and you get taken down, you should be the guy taking that penalty because you were the only person that would have had any opportunity to score that in that situation.
I don't like that.
Cross in! Oh, Vlahovic just drifts it as he's fallen backwards to make the header. Never had the balance on it, but Adjits with a decent delivery.
Hard to control. Dash would have trashed it. Dash would have immediately.
Nah, that's hard. It was a little long. That had to drop slightly more forward, and it would have been perfect. No, we should say not that this should be an excuse. However, the lineups today are very kind of mashed together. Kenny up to Vlahovic. Still with it. Does well, actually, to control that. And Cambiasso wins a corner. It feels so weird seeing Vinsolio in the goal instead of encouraging the team on the bench. Yeah, he gets like a good solid 45 minutes a year. Especially with Prodine out. Yeah. You're not going to see much after this. Yildiz crosses in and off the crossbar. Oh, man. I think that was Vlahovic that got the head on again there. You at least want to win a game like this. Not that it means anything, but visually, you kind of need to win this game.
You have to do one of both. The options being you either don't win the game, but the game gave you like ideas of how the team could play, of positioning and all of that, and we didn't get that, or you straight up win the game. And
yeah, if you're very experimental, let's say this, you are a brand new coach and you had a heavy transfer market. So let's say last year, Mata with a bunch of new players.
Yep.
You're really trying to figure things out. In a situation like that, yeah, you don't necessarily need to win. But we're shooters now coached with the Club World Cup. I don't know, somewhere around 15 games or so. Mostly the same team. You should win this one.
Yeah, should.
More substitutions. Both teams. I think Cambiasso just made away. I think that's 4 changes for Reggiana. 10 minutes left. You kind of have to toss people on at this point. Flamaccioni.
That guy is a beast.
Yeah, I've seen him. I don't know where, but I've seen him around.
He's a large human being, man.
Thoughts on Mario so far?
Not
He's
a lot.
getting up on the play. Yeah, there's not too much. What we expected. He's pushing forward up onto the play. He did win that penalty. I don't know, from a very small data set, it's I would say trending on slightly more the positive side.
Yep.
Vlahovic is moving around a little bit more today, it seems, laterally. But Pietrelli, what's the height on Pietrelli? I mean, Thuram got some size. Agic has a bit of size, even. Um, Jallo, like you do have guys that should be able to get the head on. Vlahovic, even. Because pure size doesn't mean you can head the ball. Oh, a bouncing ball in front of the net now. Cambiasso trying to fight for it, but it's cleared out. And the fact that we can't head the ball isn't solely down to the height. Now, yes, the taller you are, the easier it makes it, absolutely. But I think it was Agic that we saw that like barely got his feet off the ground one match on a header. Reggiana with a bunch of space.
Pietrelli is 194 tall, so almost 2 meters.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
He's a huge guy.
But that doesn't mean he can jump or actually head the ball.
Yeah.
And I've been watching the next gen. It's been harder and harder to watch these non-Serie A games as people want more money and there's blackouts and whatnot. But nice battle on the wing here. Vlahovic gets taken down, no foul, as there was none on the other end. Just a bit of contact, and Reggiana once more. 8 minutes left. Well, the sun's up now, at least. I guess it's been up for a while. Rom is the only guaranteed starter. Locatelli is probably a shoe-in. Bremer, yeah.
Yildiz. Of course, if they stay, of course you have to preface that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yildiz, I can see less of a starter just because of his position on the rotation, but otherwise he is the primary. Yeah. But yeah, you throw him in. Cambiasso, who just gives it away in a super dangerous spot. I thought I saw Cambiasso getting ready to come off, but I suppose not. Maybe just went for water. Another decent delivery from Reggiana. Out of shape, though. That guy is struggling. The guy that just scored the goal. I'm already forgetting his name. Was it here? Gondo. Gondo was the guy. Or was it Cedric? Regardless, he's tired. Yeah, Cedric looks tired as hell right now. They're giving away pass.
Yeah.
This time from Thuram. Reggiana is controlling the game right now.
It's crazy, right?
Another shot from distance, deflected, and it's a corner. This isn't the preseason I want to see. I know I've already said it a couple times, but this is just reinforcing the fact now. With only 5 minutes left, they gave up. Seems like they just gave up. McKennie looks like he's out of breath. Gatti looks like he's out of breath.
Yeah, it's more of the same, man.
I did see a report that said McKennie showed up to training out of shape again, but I think that's just they take out the same article from the archive every year
Yeah.
and just report it whether it's true or not. Like guarantee he probably goes home and smashes a couple of chicken sandwiches, with ranch dressing.
I don't mind a couple of chicken sandwiches, but if you're a pro athlete,
On the off season, I mean, whatever. You got to live a little bit. I'm not going to completely trash a guy if he gained
no,
2 pounds.
no, but no, I not whatsoever. Eat all you want, eat what you want. It's just you have to come back in shape, though.
No, of course. But he's not the only one huffing and puffing, right? Like Gatti there, who has a less physically running role, like cardiovascularly wise, and he's huffing and puffing. And he's a good Italian boy, eating good Italian bricklaying food.
Oh, absolutely.
So, like, what's his excuse, right? Why aren't the articles saying that Gatti's fat? It's always just McKennie, right? There's a hard bias, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah, yeah.
make
No,
fun of him.
they are zeroed in on him. Yeah.
And yeah, a couple years ago, he was packing a few extra pounds, and he wasn't healthy, the healthiest for a footballer of this caliber. Granted, I get it, but yeah, this trashing on people just because they're American,
Yeah, that's
I understand there being a political bias that
come
happens
on.
in the world, whatever. But like, put that
Uh,
shit aside. Some desperate moments. Cagey now from Juve as they're trying to claw back a
Dude,
last minute
put
goal.
some pressure on them, man.
And speaking of aging, Gatti,
Yeah.
that hairline, man.
I swear I thought the same. Is it like is it time to let it go?
It might be time for him to let it go.
Like embraces Chiellini
Did you see
and
that
Bro.
comment on one of the shorts? And it was
Oh
directed
yeah.
towards Dash, and it was like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Bro, the hairline, just let it go."
Yeah. No, I can understand, but let
Reggiana.
the oh my god, please not. All right. Let Dash live, man. He doesn't want to shave it yet. Let him live. He's in
Got to
the
hit
phase
30.
where he's trying to cover it up and oh, yeah.
He's gonna have to come to terms with in the next few months once he hits 30.
Yeah. Dude, are we going to lose this? Oh my god. Oh my god.
That one just floats high.
Bro.
This
Bro.
is it's tough to extract anything positive right now from him. He just trips over himself. That's what ends up happening. Like that's how lower skilled Reggiana is they just tripped themselves out when they should have been up 3-2 right now. Oh
What
my
the fuck
lord.
are they doing, man?
This
I
I
know
shouldn't
it's
have
a
to get this
friendly,
upset.
but guys, chill, man.
I hope this looks a lot better in Dortmund.
Yeah. I won't be able to watch because I'm at the Hertha Berlin home game. So
Let's see. I'm getting busy for the next couple months, so scheduling may vary. Again, a bit of lack skill there from Reggiana to not really capitalize on that, but no marking happening in the box as the whistle blows for full time. More of the same.
what to say?
This isn't how I really expected this. It was
Honestly, this
Reggiana.
is exactly what I expected.
Exactly.
Yeah. I still hope that you will beat them, of course, but by playing style, it's exactly
Oh,
what I expected.
the general philosophy, yes. I didn't expect anything crazy, but okay. So your four greens from the first half, anyways. Bremer, Monetti, Conceição, David. Dusson got an 8.1 with the goal, but every substitution is in the sixes.
Yeah.
How many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, of the 21 players we put on the pitch today against Reggiana,
Yep.
4 of them have a green rating. Or 5 of them, sorry. 5 of 21.
Yeah. Honestly, our best player today was Conceição, in my opinion. I don't know why Vlahovic has a better rating than him.
He did okay.
But
He did move the ball around a bit.
no, he did okay. I'm not trashing him. Like Vlahovic with how he was moving and scored that tap and was okay as well. But Conceição was very lively. He was everywhere. He was putting in defensive work. He was pressing. He was trying to cut in and take shots, and that's how he scored his goal. Like he was trying hard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, honestly, there's Jonathan David was lively. Like he was moving in the around that defensive line of Reggiana, trying to create spaces and had a couple of nice combinations with Conceição, with Nico Gonzalez. But man, like overall playing style is it's the same, man. Side passes to the wing backs, trying to cook with those, but not being able to.
And this sort of tells the story. High possession, 66%. Total shots now, 15 to 18. So
Yep.
they're getting more shots off now. This is where they showed their lack of technical skill. Shots on target, 10 to 7. They whiffed a lot of those balls. Better team would have put a lot more on that, would have probably scored a bit more too. So 5 big chances. So that's another theme. We're getting the chances, just not capitalizing on them. No finish.
Yeah. No, but the same again, right? I hope that improves with David, but David had like 2 shots directly aimed at the goalkeeper, which if he was a bit more precise, they would have gone in. And was Yildiz one that went
That should
wide right, that one as well. Like there were the chances, but still, in my opinion, we didn't create enough in a game like this.
no. And then this other stat, 641 passes at 91%. I love
Yeah.
those numbers if you do something with them.
It's side passes, man. That's a problem.
It'll be a miracle if we finish 4th place with the CBs. We I'm more concerned with the midfield, honestly.
Exactly. Our midfield players are built for 3-man midfield. It doesn't work this way.
It's the system.
Look at
I think that's what it comes down to is
yeah.
the system.
You need a system with 3 midfielders. Yeah, and on the hey, our passing percentage went up by 1% just now.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I guess they scored another side pass now after the game.
Yeah, it still says our next match is Reggiana. Cool. Cool again. So it's next Sunday. Next Sunday is the Dortmund match.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, hopefully I can make that one. I don't
And
think
then the next gen game, and then a friendly versus Atalanta still, August 16th.
Yeah,
That will be interesting.
So this one for sure, the Juve versus the next gen. It's a Wednesday midday. We can't do that one. The weekend ones we can definitely take a good look at.
Tell that to the YouTube comments. We told you that about the system. And no, he doesn't deviate. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. We've kind of been yelling about that.
Look, ball playing wise, a midfield of Thuram and Locatelli is not good enough. They're both very good, like in physical terms. Thuram is good in ball carrying. Locatelli is excellent in his defensive work, but you need a 10, a creator around them. Otherwise, you can't make it work because you don't get enough creativity from that, and you can't rely on only your wing backs creating danger in the opposition half, spamming crosses in or going 1v1 or I don't know, pass it off to Conceição and then try him to do the same all over again with his cut-ins and shots. Like you need something from the midfield, and we don't get
Yeah.
we don't get that, man.
That's
Honestly,
not to discount.
in a three-man midfield with David in front of Cope Miners because David drops deep, maybe that could work. Even using Cope Miners now as a 10 in that instance. Now with the striker that is dropping a bit deeper, so you can play off of him because now you're recreating a bit of the Skamaka thing with dropping and with back to the goal. Maybe that would help it, but yeah, we are not shopping for tens, and that's a problem. And the only ones we have are Cope Miners, half 10, half 8, Miretti, and then Yildiz, the half space 10, not the
And then
classical 10.
and then you're sort of playing Chico and Nico in those sort of half space,
Exactly.
almost positions, if you will. It's a sticking point. I do not like the formation with who we have. Doesn't fit perfectly. It's never going to fit perfectly, but it's got to be at least like a 90-95% solution. We're looking at like maybe a 70% solution here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get a traditional 10. Yildiz is supposed to be our 10. He's around again. What does the number fucking mean? But yeah, I think that's basically what we've been yelling about. You need a 3-man midfield. Tudor's just pushing out the wing. He's a wing play guy, which is fine if you're able to move the ball forward up through the wings. But we're not. We're not.
Yeah, no, but you're
doing
still even if you're a coach that relies on his wingers solely, you still need some other position to take the burden off of it because it's easy to build I don't know to build a counter tactic to stop the wingers from creating. And if you don't have a creative midfield that takes the burden off of them, then you get nothing from your wingers as well because it's easy for an opponent to just put one or two defenders on them, and yeah.
Well, Cheyenne basically sums this up. Good morning. Peace on his ass. He actually was not the one to complain about today of all people, but I still like the sentiment.
Yeah.
And this is probably one of the most accurate ways of putting this 10 toes down. Paulo
Hey,
Dybala.
Dash woke up.
Oh, what? We tied. Yeah, Dash. Welcome to the world.
Yep. Didn't miss anything.
But I'll go back to this. I love it. Bala is a left-footed right attacking midfielder. Too bad his agent screwed him over. Thank you for blaming his agent. His agent is a tool. That's why we lost Dybala. Used car salesman cousin. Yeah, a Dybala would, quite honestly, be beneficial to this team, even if he's only going to play half the games because he's injury prone. We can still use a profile.
He would still help the team for however matches he plays.
Especially now that he's more mature.
Yeah.
I appreciate him more. I think Roma has helped too, right? Because he didn't have so much of that superstar team around him. He kind of had to step up and be that guy. So Roma was good for Dybala in that sense, right? But could we use him back? I'd say so. And I'm not even a big Dybala guy. I'm not a fanboy by any means, and I would take him back at this point. Bim, what could we expect? Think back to May and apply that. But put João Mario in instead. That's what you should expect. Nothing more. Moretti was creative-minded, but was not successful. That's a good way of putting it. He was active. He was there. I'm not going to be too hard on him just yet. He needs to reintegrate back with the team. Still not playing his most ideal position either.
Yep.
Colo. We don't necessarily. Do we need Colo or do we just need another striker in general? That will do the job.
In my opinion, we need both. Look, if Vlahovic stays, I don't know. Look, we are petty. We would love to sit him on the bench for the whole season, but he won't. So technically, with Jonathan David and Vlahovic, you don't need a striker, depending on if he stays or you're able to get rid of him, like in the next 3 weeks. Midfield, in my opinion, is more important for, like, in my team, and how I would set it up would be a classical 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. And for that, we need a midfielder. But with Tudor's system, it is what it is, man. Like, we don't need new midfielders with how he is playing it right now. But I would rather take a midfielder, switch the system, and yeah.
And that's the hang up, right? We have a lot of midfielders. We're only playing with 2.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not really we're going back to the system. The system does really need to change. Yeah. Or yes, we need to move on some of our midfielders. Moretti, McKennie being probably the ones that would get sold. So you have to be okay with that. And then find somebody that will be creative.
No, honestly, I would keep Moretti as the backup for Yildiz. Even though it didn't look great today, but you need somebody in that position.
You do, but you also need money to make that transaction as well, right? So something does have to give. Not to say that it will be Moretti, but he is one of those selling options to make that happen. Yeah, David looked okay. He only played the first half. He did have to drop back a lot, which is good to see on one hand because he's coming back into the play to help out, but also bad because he shouldn't be having to come back into the play all the time to help out. That's where Dusan actually did well, is at least laterally he moved around a lot as well along that final 30, kind of went to the left a bit more and interchanged, created that space. David did it a bit more vertically today. But that's to say, again, that our midfield isn't really doing their job and pushing that forward and creating those passing lanes in that space. Your forwards are coming back to do that. So, just like Moretti, do you really get hard on Moretti today when he otherwise had a decent game, was positive, but the system isn't really doing what the system should be doing? That's not an individual player's fault. Vlahovic should push the lawnmower with the ground staff, and Coop miners can take out the trash. I mean, if you're going to pay him, you might as well employ him in some regard, right? Get something out of him. Our midfield would be better if we had better, proper ball-playing defenders, allowing them to push up the board.
Yeah.
That would help. It would.
No, for Tudor, you need both of the midfielders to be good on the ball, and that's the issue. Then you can even get away with, like, if Thuram or Locatelli or one of them, or ideally both, would be great on the ball, that would be a different story because you still get some creation, some ball progression. But with how it is built right now, that doesn't work. And that's why I'm saying the whole time that we need a 10 for this midfield, and you need to switch it into a 3-man midfield because that's easier to manage and to switch. But for that, you have to change your tactical approach. That's a problem.
Loca plays too deep. He's just like extra deep. He's the extra deep line playmaker. Speaking of which, since Dash is here as well, we released a video yesterday on the number 5, the deep lying playmaker, the Regista. Quick 5 minutes on the bench. Dash, how you doing?
That was an interesting shameless plug right there, but I don't know why why did Loca play as a right wing back? I'm like a little bit perplexed with that.
He didn't play as right wing back. Fortnap has it wrong there. Don't trust Fortnap.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pop Mob was not.
They had everything. They had Nico Gonzalez as a left half space 10, Miretti right half space 10. But it was Nico Gonzalez right wing back, Miretti on the left, Conceição on the right sided half space, midfielder, winger, whatever you want to call it.
Pop Mob was sleeping too.
Locatelli was typical in front of the defense, sometimes even center back.
Yeah, it's the preseason stuff. Reggiana's lineup didn't even come out until 2 minutes before kickoff. I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised there was even a lineup.
Yeah, the training coach was like, "Oh, sorry, dude, I forgot this," and like handed it off to them.
And upload.
You know, whenever you do like little league stuff or whatever, if you're doing like timekeeping or whatever, it's always that like last minute. Oh God, who's here tonight? Throw down the names. Here you go. Here's our lineup. It was kind of like that. Jallo was better than Kelly, was he? Because Jallo fucked up a shit ton.
Honestly, Kelly didn't fuck up at least.
Kelly was just Kelly. He was just kind of there. Jallo actively screwed up.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Kelly was worse today. Jallo, again, has to reintegrate to the team.
Was bad.
Kalulu
was bad.
Caused a goal. Yeah. You could say Kalulu was better. Or worse, sorry, than Kelly today. And Jallo. They were bad. The defense, other than Bremer, the defense was not great today.
Well, you see, I'm wondering, is it because, the Serie B team's kind of getting ready for the season because it starts soon and they kind of out-conditioned us? Or is it just that our defense was...
We were just side passes. We barely tried. They were pressing us. We couldn't pass it out from the back. A lot of side passes. And then trying to just boot it forward, and then they have the ball again, trying to counter it. Dude, we were bad. Like it was what we are used to.
So let me ask you this:
side passes until you have a wingback isolated, and then spam in across.
So compared to the Nuremberg game, what's the difference?
This is worse. The Nuremberg game
I forgot about that.
The Nuremberg game last season at least showed me like Thuram was incredible in that game. Savona was really good in that game. That was Bremer before the injury. Like it gave you still like room to at least see positives. And this one was just David was okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like Conceição was everywhere on the pitch and was okay. He was working hard, but you didn't get like elite performances. And last season, like there were a bit more positives to gain, in my opinion. And yeah, and this team is just it's misfits. That's my problem. Like it has zero chemistry with each other, and the squad makeup, in my opinion, doesn't work.
Well, I think then the next thing would be is from positioning standpoint, did it look like the same as the Club World Cup, or did it look a little bit more organized?
Exactly same as Club World Cup and as we ended the season.
I thought Tudor just needed a preseason.
You're looking for beef?
I woke up ready for beef.
Yeah, man. No, it was the same, man. It was the same. Like he is still trying to isolate the wingbacks, right? And have them run up and down the pitch and trying to spam crosses in. But the problem is like we have zero from the midfield, which has them always double covered, or at least one, or like the right side, for example, alone in the first half with Nico Gonzalez and Conceição, both were man marked, so it was hard to create anything from that side. And we had one good passing combination where Nico Gonzalez was on the edge of the box playing it off of Jonathan David, but David aimed it at the goalkeeper, like centrally. But that was one good moment. But overall, like we didn't create anything, neither from the wingbacks. And yeah, midfield creation, you know how that is.
Well, there shouldn't be any midfield creation at all. It's going to be your half space wingers that do it, because like he's running a double pivot.
The ball doesn't arrive there.
No, I understand, but like for example, his midfielders are to pivot it wide to the wingbacks. Like it's just there's not he doesn't like his system doesn't encompass penetrating balls. No, that's what she said, but um, it doesn't encompass that, so it throws it off a little bit. Where I don't know because like for me, it's just like is Jonathan David going to be receiving all of his supply from the width and nothing through the center? Because like even the first like the goal that came from Conceição, like I was, like when I woke up and I saw, okay, David got an assist, so maybe he did some hold up play, and I looked at the clip, and I'm like, oh, well, it's kind of hold up play, but it's not the hold up play that I was envisioning, but I guess. And then, to make my day even better, Dusan scored. I was super ecstatic about that.
Yeah. No, but like you're saying, if you want to take advantage of a striker like Jonathan David that is holding the ball or is okay with his back to the goal, laying it off to a, I don't know, a second striker, a 10 or a winger or whatever, you need midfield creation because you create those chances from the midfield. Like though those hold-up plays don't happen usually from the wing. Of course, if the ball bounces there or whatever, the ball gets still to your striker that lays it off then. But that's not what's happening usually. You need a midfield for that. And this midfield doesn't do anything. You need either ball playing sixes or switch it into a three-man midfield with a 10. Because then you have a piece that can distribute to Jonathan David. And there's a whole big as a big as hole like in between striker and midfield that doesn't get occupied because our half space wingers only go to the edge of the box and try to shoot from there, right? Like they don't go centrally. That's the problem. You need something centrally. We have a big gaping hole there which we don't even use on the pitch.
So I'm wondering, and then like again, like for example, I would assume with Jonathan David, I would assume it would help Koopmeyers, but just based off of your guys' commentary, it seems like he was a non-factor again.
Yeah. That honestly surprised me because he played next to Locatelli. He played in a deeper role, but too deep in my opinion. And he had one horrible shot, a couple of bad passes as well, but I don't know if that's just off-season form. But I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know what to make of this midfield. Like this, it doesn't work. You either need to get the ball playing six, which again you have to invest at least 40 million for that to get a proper ball playing midfielder. Oh, sorry, or holding. Sorry, a ball playing 6 or an 8 at least that can progress the ball. Like for that, you have to invest money again, and for that, we have to sell players again. So I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
mean,
It's an endless circle.
it's a catch-22, right? Because like for example, if I were to if I were to drop McKennie, I would drop McKennie and swap him out for like a Xhaka at least, even though like he did go to Sunderland for 20. But you just need a 5. This team like has needed a 5 for almost 6 years now.
Ever since he got rid of Pjanic, we never really had that guy. That really,
like even Pjanic was like a converted 10-8 to a 5 because he knew how to pass the
he was
ball.
great on the ball. That's like, look, if you have, of course, ideally you'd want to have your 5 or the very deep sitting 6. Like ideally you want that guy to be a great ball player. Look at Rodri from Manchester City or Zubimendi now at Arsenal, how he's commanding the game from deep, how Jorginho did it at Arsenal, for example. You need a player like that can progress the ball quickly or that can hold it at least for a second until somebody is free to play it, then to play it off of somebody. Like you need something like that, or you go to a 3-man midfield.
They can never do that.
We will never do that. That's the issue. Like
I just don't know why though.
Yeah. Like the system like this doesn't work. You have to either change the system or get the right players for this system, and we're not doing either. So that's my issue with it. I'm not trashing anybody. I'm not saying like Tudor's trash tactically.
No, I'll say it. He is.
Yeah, but it still can work if you have the right players. I'm not saying he is tactically so sophisticated or whatever. Like
Oh, he's not
would
tactically
want
sophisticated. He's just tactically rigid.
no
Yeah.
yeah. No, but for his idea, Guendouzi, for example, very good ball player, and I believe he had him at Lazio and at Marseille, right? He had him at
Beautiful hair.
both stations. No, I don't like his hair.
No, I don't
But
like it either.
he,
I'm lying.
but he is good on the ball. Yes, I 100% agree with you, but that seems not to be an option.
No, that is not an option. Sorry.
No, honestly, I leave him completely out. I leave him completely out of this because I know it's not happening. That's the problem. That's the issue.
He
But
was
yeah,
on
you
his
have
phone
that.
today on the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done. It's not like who, and I know there's a couple who would have predicted this, but for the most part, nobody was thinking that Douglas Luiz would have flopped like he did. Like to not even give anything really.
No, but we
And
also did. I don't know. It was from like he had issues and we didn't give him the chance to do something as well. Yeah, but Fabian Ruiz is a Goretzka style player, box to box, crashing the box late and taking then shots from there. Like he's also not the greatest ball player, so to say, but he's like physical, running forward, crashing the box.
he
Like
just wants an
that's
Uis.
more so his style.
As long as his name ends with Uis, he's all right. He wants him.
Yeah.
And that's looking back, all in hindsight. This Coop Miners, Douglas Luiz.
I don't really care, honestly. Like everyone just wants. Oh, I was right about this, or it's like, dude, like, okay, we know, we
Has
get
to
it,
help
but
us now.
it doesn't. It's just still like my issue is who's calling the shots. Like for example, for me, it's you as a manager. You need to understand what you have, and you need to adjust to what you have. Because if we keep doing this square peg round hole thing, like it's, I don't know. I don't. Am I like upset that we drew? Not really. I don't really care that much. My only thing is like there's parallels, there's levels to this, and it just seems like again we weren't ready against this team based off of what you guys are saying and what I'm seeing on the numbers and stuff. So it's like how many times are we going to go up against teams and just not be ready for them? And that's where my question is right now is just I don't like this sediment where we're just like not prepared. And that's what I've seen. Like
we don't prepare because we play the same style all the time. Doesn't matter who the opponent is. We play the same style of play. Side passes until a wingback is free, spamming crosses in, maybe a pass to Conceição, try a Conceição 1v1, and if you can curl it in from the edge of the box, great. If not, another fluff chance.
well, that's literally what the goal was a curler from Conceição.
But that's how we scored the whole season, right? Either we had that on the left side with Yildiz once in a while, or from Conceição on the right side. Like when was the last time we created like something actually?
Unless it's Thuram just like barging through. That was our only other outlet. Vlahovic once every 20 games got one.
You can't play like that in the modern style where it is easier to set up a defense.
No, you're right.
And to get pressed do you remember the first 20-25 minutes of the game and how hard they pressed us and we weren't able to pass it out of their press, man. Like that was disgusting to watch.
And then their counters from there.
Yeah.
They punished us on the counter. They didn't finish most of the time. Obviously, twice they did, but again, we've always said this. You put a proper finishing team onto this, you're gonna get pounded.
No, it's interesting because I've been following Milan's preseason too, and just kind of looking at it from a comparative perspective, and it's like They just dropped 9. And yeah, it was against like a team in Australia, but like they dropped 9 goals.
Mm.
And it's like they're clear on what they're trying to do in preseason. Obviously, it's not like, oh, they're, bona fide title contenders and yada, yada, yada. But like I'm watching that and I'm going to watch this. And it's like, I already know what Milan is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2 preseason games, and I already know, okay, this is what Allegri wants to do, and this is how he's going to try to execute it. Where it's like, I'm watching this, and it's just like, what is the end goal? Like, what are we trying to go for? What are we trying to do here? Because it just doesn't make sense for me, and I still haven't been able, even with Thiago Motta, I still was asking myself, what are we trying to do? Where it's like 2 games with Milan, you already know what Max is trying to do. He's trying to use his fast players and exploit space from behind and do quick counterattacks. I'm curious to see when Max plays against a team that's going to like low block the shit out of them and see how they get out of that. But I already know what Milan is trying to do.
Vision. There's some sort of vision, and that's all anyone is really asking for is just what and why, how. Top 4, like, and that's the thing. We're gonna want top 4. They're gonna say we're gonna go for top 4. Blah blah blah. Should we not be aiming for top 1? And then if we get top 4, just be like, okay, at least we still made it in. Because if we're gonna be aiming for top 4, we're gonna end up landing in 6th. We're not aiming high enough because we don't have any vision. We don't have ambition.
There's no sense of urgency.
That's my biggest concern right now. Is the guys on the field are good. I can go get excited about whoever the fuck I want. Doesn't matter. No vision.
It's not even just that. There's just no sense of urgency.
And when people go on about Tudor and whatnot, this is my problem with Tudor. Is that what's next? Are we stepping forward or are we just chilling out in the hot tub having a drink? You can chill in the hot tub and have a drink once you win the fucking title, but we're not winning any fucking titles. What's next? Where do we go?
And that is the question, and that's where again I'm not a fan of him because of it. I just don't see a sense of urgency, and I don't see a sense of intensity coming out of the team. They're just lazy, lethargic, and just uninspired. And I'm assuming that's what today was. Am I off the mark here?
Yeah. Other than, of course, you have your fuse Chico, the standout. And even these guys, and that's the thing. It's not necessarily like, oh, these guys had an amazing game. Chico's the best guy ever. He did get a goal today, sure, but I'm just talking about guys that look like they give a fuck. Moretti looked like he cared a little bit. Yildiz cared a little bit today. Oh, Gatti, Brown. There's guys there. But we're talking about individuals. If you just have a splattering of guys that care, and then you put them beside a bunch of dudes that don't give a fuck, what's the result? This is the result. A couple guys running around in circles trying to make something happen, but nothing's happening because the guy beside him isn't doing shit. This is the state of the affairs right now. So
it's
next
just
week,
we just haven't progressed from anything.
No.
No, not really.
Yeah, but for that you have to make deep cutting changes, and we don't do those.
No, we can't. No, I know, and we can't. And it's unfortunate, but
no, you can, but you have then to change the philosophy of the club. Then you have to go to that youth route, right? By young, try to build a young core because we have experienced players already. But for that one, you have then to buy the younger players and then create your philosophy on that. Maybe sacrifice a year to build it from the ground up. Like that's what I say with deep cutting changes. Like you have to change the philosophy of not only of the team, like the whole like managerial view on it as well.
and they won't do that because it's all bottom line.
And we won't have a sporting director, which news that came out a couple days ago. We won't have a sporting director until September or October.
That doesn't
So,
surprise me.
We have to give them the benefit of the doubt right now.
Kamoli is in
Kamoli
a
is
shit spot.
like
Like-
he has his hands tight in terms of deals and the players we want to get in, and I bet he has his hands full right now in trying to get rid of whatever he can.
So one thing that's positive coming from Kamoli right now is, and I'll argue this against myself a little bit because you see the Bangula deal for 10 million and you wonder what the fuck, only 10 million. But now you look at the Weah deal. No, we're not taking 13. We want 15. And then there's delays and people like people are losing their mind and they're starting to talk shit about Juve. It's like, oh well, the management they're tough to deal with.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you for
That's
once. They're supposed to be tough to deal with.
Exactly.
If they want $15 million for Weah, then don't take 13, take 15. And guess what? Marseille allegedly, reportedly bitched that Juve was being hard to deal with. They've come
By the way,
back.
Marseille has the money.
Yeah,
They
come back with
have
better
the money
offers.
there. They're selling high all the time. They are difficult to deal with as well. And who did they signed somebody yesterday? I forgot. They signed another player for 30 million or whatever yesterday. I forgot who it was.
Look it up here real quick.
Let me do research.
But yeah, they're not a poor club. Whether we're talking about 13 or 15 million. Igor Paxiao.
Yeah, Paixão from Feyenoord. Yeah, that guy. Left winger, incredibly technical, quick, dribbling, goals, like everything. You get everything from that guy. Yeah, that's the transfer I thought of.
Someone was all over that one. Yeah, so they can afford another million.
Oh, they can, man. It's just who can hardball better.
Yeah, the point is that Molly is at least willing to do this.
Yeah.
Because let's be fair, if you get rid of certain players, you have to get certain players back, which ends up typically costing you more money. So you try to mitigate your losses, improve your buying power by not rolling over on your back and saying, sure, daddy, please take it. Take my virginity, take my money. No. Kamoli, as much as people want to try, oh, he's a numbers guy. Well, guess what is a number? An extra couple $1 million. So thanks for playing hardball.
Yep. And that's responsible dealing and also sustainable. Like if you can get look, Weah is a player that is out anyways of the project. And you don't even, I don't know if you need to replace him because you have João Mario. Right now, Nico Gonzalez is still there. Cambiaso can sometimes play on the right side. And right now for the left, we have Cambiaso. Cabal, if he gets fit again mid-August, I believe was his return plan. And then Kostic is also still on the books. So right now, right wing back is not the most like necessary position. That even then, if you are not able to get rid of McKennie, like he's still there, right? So if you're able to get rid of that weight, which way I'm sorry, but it is there right now in the situation. That's 15 million right now that you can get without needing to replace him exactly on that position. So you can reinvest that into another position.
Obviously, we still need to wait a few more weeks. Then we'll judge.
Yeah.
There's a few positives that we can speak of with Kamoli right now. There's a couple negatives. It's tough. It's tough to really say, but they at least are giving me some level of confidence that they're not going to completely blow this one out of the water.
By the way, it will, if he's hardballing right now for 15 million, that is number one, sending a message to agents and to the other clubs. And if so happens, somebody wants to buy Yildiz in a year or right now or whatever, if you have the reputation of being hard to deal with, they will come, the initial offers will be higher as well. So that helps you in the long run as well with the deals that will actually pay you a lot of money, where it will be then the pure profit.
So I can can tackle this. So the issue is yeah, it might, but at the same time, you're not getting much revenue even if you were to get rid of the bums, right? So it's going to be one of those things where either you eat it or you sell and you don't replace accordingly. And I think you're better off just eating it for right now
Exactly.
and just kind of embracing the suck.
The problem is we keep on eating it and then we make fun of McKenny for being fat. How much of this shit have we fucking gotten fat on?
A lot of
Eating
it.
things, you know? So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
short term versus long term. Kamoli has talked about sustainability, about making this a longer term project, which again, whether these are just words or it's actually going to be put into action, we will see. But we have seen too much short term nonsense. This is one of the reasons why he gave Igor Tudor the 2-year contract. To our dismay, we don't think he's the right guy, but he is trying to establish some sense of stability in the longer term, in terms of like 2, 3, maybe 5 years down the line. We need that. And if we miss out on a sale right now, that isn't super essential, but established to the world that, hey, we'll deal with you, but you're not getting discounts. We're dealing in fair market values, then that is setting us better for that long term.
Because you see, the issue right now isn't the whole capital injection or the capital gate like this right now, like what capital we have on hand. The issue is we're not able to turn into an effective profit as far as player departures from a revenue generating perspective. So it's
Because
like
that is that money that goes on your books, like the money you earn from player transfers. That is the biggest chunk you get, and that is the one that you can reinvest into transfers. Of course, you can use your revenue and everything as well, but what do we win to reach those higher revenues? That's the issue as well.
Yeah, it's all about the financial fair play situation, right? Like there's money physically there, but it's how that money looks on the books and how the regulators are going to regulate.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's part of financial fair play as well. Like all of that working on the books and
because there was some dumbass Napoli fan on Gio's channel there, Juve Cornercast, the other night, and he made some dumbass comment. It's like, "Oh, if Juve's so great, why don't they have any money?" It's like, "Well, dumbass,
we do.
have money, but there's this thing called financial fair play." So I mean, you can't expect too much from a Napoli fan.
And by the way, what we don't think about as well, we forget that all the time. The obligations for Nico Gonzalez, for we bought Conceição, that is money on the books right now. For Di Gregorio, the money, the Lloyd Kelly obligation hits us right now. So we almost paid 100 million already, if you think about that.
We're paying Motta and Gentoli's debts.
Exactly. And then on top of that is the 12 million for João Mario was it 12 million? Yeah, 12
Yeah,
million
you got
versus 15
Bangula, you got the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is just the money we made. But also, like, we earned of the Fagioli obligation a bit, I believe. Pellegrini and Rovella was this season already, so you earn like some chump change from that as well. But yeah, you need to cash in order to balance that.
So this is something we will get into at the end of the transfer market. Dash has already spoken to Sal, who is our money's guy. He works in the industry. He owns shares of Juve, which means he gets the financial report. Big old document with all the numbers. It has all the players, transfers, loans, everything. And we did it last year. It really opened up our eyes as well as the community, because we're not privy to this typically, right? And to have it actually explained by somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about, it's going to be one of those explain it like I'm fives. So we're going to do that at the end of the transfer market. Until then, a lot of it is a bit of speculation and guessing, hope and prayers. But we will get you the hard numbers when they're available. Talk about this for reals. Oh, man. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. The sun's up.
I have to leave in 10 minutes, so
Okay, so we'll roll this one back. Then we're coming to you with the Euro dive on Monday.
Yeah,
So-
we can do that sometime then. Like it's just like
Yeah.
I am tight on time right now.
Yeah. There's lots more to come, everyone.
It's midday for me. I still have a work meeting I have to go to, and then F1 qualifying later.
And that, yes. And I gotta
And
go.
then he's gonna be like, "Dash, let's watch SummerSlam later."
Mhm.
Dude, that will destroy me again. Oh my god.
So
A
we got
full weekend.
wrestling today.
Full weekend of wrestling again.
Got some
Yeah, hey, if
wrestling.
you're a wrestling fan, join the Discord and we will watch that together.
And we got another race weekend as well before it takes a break for a few weeks. So gotta get it into us. Okay, so let's do a little bit of recap of what you may have missed. Wednesday we had the Juve Essentials. So that happens every Wednesday, Thursday, depending on our schedule. So always stay tuned to that, as well as Mondays is our Euro dive, where we go pretty much the top 5 leagues. We stick to Europe for the most part, or anything related. Branch out from the Juve world. So that will be Monday, pre-recorded, 20 minutes. Wednesday or Thursday, live shows. And then scheduled depending. We're back into watch-along season, like we're just finishing up today.
And you get now from Dash and myself here and there during the week solo videos as well.
Yes, so you had Dave's. Yes, sorry, I was thinking about me. I'm speaking in first person, third person, me Tarzan. So, no, I didn't do anything. I just edit the videos. But these fine gentlemen here come out with some content. So you have the nice midnight walks with German Dave. Talked about who did we have this week? Another transfer. Luis Diaz, that's right. So we had the Luis Diaz talk, and then we had a benchside talk with Dash out in the park. A little 5-minute on the Regista roll. Check both of those out. They're nice and short for you. Trying to mix it up. Otherwise, the faceless man. You got an outro for us today?
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Feel bad for all the folks that woke up early as hell for this one, but like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on Monday.
Links in the description for Instagram, X, Discord, Spotify, everything. Just for everything. I'm trying to find my outro screen. Here we go, guys. See you later. This is awkward and quiet with no music here. Have some fun.
I just work here.